You've probably been told you have such a serious face. Well, buckle up because your face is not as innocent as you think. Your so-called resting face isn't just sitting there like a blank canvas, it's a silent saboteur that's busy broadcasting your emotions without your permission. Imagine you're in a room full of people trying to look neutral, but your face is screaming, "I'm plotting your demise," while you're just trying to figure out how to get through a Zoom meeting without anyone noticing you're actually doing laundry. This is your brain's way of subtly revealing your mood. It's like your face is a 5-year-old running around with a megaphone telling everyone how you really feel. Why? Because your brain, that lovable overachiever, is working overtime to interpret the world around you and express it. So when you're zoning out or looking thoughtful, your facial muscles get involuntary signals from your brain saying, "Hey, don't smile, look serious and aloof." But here's the kicker, everyone else sees your serious face as "I'm mad at the world" or "I just ate a lemon," which, let's face it, is way more dramatic than you intended. So your resting face, it's not just neutral, it's a liar, a traitor, and probably ruining your social life. But hey, at least you won't have to pretend to be the life of the party, right? You've probably thought to yourself, "Wow, my brain is so smart." Guess what? Your brain is also a con artist. It plays tricks on you all the time and you don't even realize it. It's like that one friend who swears they're totally trustworthy but steals your fries when you're not looking. Let's talk about cognitive dissonance, that delightful little thing where your brain refuses to deal with the fact that you just did something you said you'd never do. So imagine you're the type of person who swears off junk food like it's a plague, then you scarf down an entire pizza on a Friday night. What happens next? Your brain goes into overdrive to make you feel better about that decision. It convinces you you've worked hard all week, you deserve this. It'll even pull up some bizarre rationale like "I'm just giving in to my cravings for mental clarity." Your brain is basically your worst enabler, convincing you that your bad habits are actually acts of self-care. Spoiler alert, it's not, and you're going to regret it when your jeans feel a little tighter next week. Why does it do this? Because your brain can't stand the idea of feeling guilty or out of control, so it creates these little stories that help you cope with your very real self-sabotage. In short, your brain's like that person who tells you to go ahead and eat the entire cake because you deserve it, then whispers, "I told you so," when you wake up regretting it. Alright, buddy, we need to talk. You know how, when you get sick, it feels like your immune system is supposed to be your personal bodyguard, protecting you from nasty germs and viruses. Well, what if I told you it's also sometimes your body's biggest traitor? When you get sick, your immune system launches an all-out assault on your body, but here's where it gets juicy. Sometimes it gets a little too enthusiastic. It's like that one overzealous friend who throws a party and then wrecks your house trying to improve the decor. Your immune system can get so excited about fighting infections that it accidentally turns on you, causing autoimmune diseases. Instead of protecting your organs, it starts attacking them like the most confused bouncer at a club. So while you're trying to sleep off a cold, your immune system is running around like a toddler on Red Bull, causing your joints to swell, making your skin flare up, or even making you feel like you're turning into a human-sized balloon. Thanks for nothing, immune system. It's all because your body, in its infinite wisdom, can't always tell the difference between bad guys and good guys. So while it's off trying to protect you from the bad stuff, it sometimes accidentally ends up waging war on you. The betrayal, real. You probably think you have some level of control over your sleep. You're like, "I'll just go to bed at 11 and I'll wake up at 7 feeling amazing." Oh, how sweet naive you are. The truth is your sleep cycle is a shady little master of manipulation and you're just its puppet. Have you ever tried to get a full 8 hours but you end up waking up at 3 a.m. wide awake like some sort of insomniac owl? That's because your brain is messing with you, playing this cruel little game called circadian rhythm. See, your body has an internal clock that's supposed to regulate when you feel sleepy and when you're all perky and full of energy. But if you throw that off by staying up late or waking up too early, your brain throws a tantrum and you end up in this miserable groggy state where you're just trying to survive the day like a zombie. The worst part, the sleep you do get is often not the quality sleep your body craves. Your brain decides to cycle through the different stages of sleep as if it's flipping channels on a TV, skipping the ones you actually need to feel rested. In other words, your brain is having a party in your head while you're stuck feeling like you've been hit by a bus the next morning. So the next time you try to just power through on little sleep, just remember your body's not your ally in this. It's probably laughing at you while it short-circuits your rest for its own amusement. You think you can outsmart it? Nope. It's already 10 steps ahead planning its next cruel trick. You're in the gym sweating buckets trying to build muscle. You're thinking, "I'm working hard here. Why aren't these gains happening faster?" Well, guess what? Your muscles are lazy and they're not doing you any favors. When you work out, your muscles aren't doing you the service you think they are. oh, they'll grow eventually, but at a pace that's much slower than your impatience can handle. Your muscles are like that coworker who promises to help but takes the whole afternoon to answer a single email. It takes them time to rebuild after a workout, and sometimes they just can't be bothered. Why? Because they're using a little known trick called muscle adaptation. It's not that they're not working hard, it's just that they're lazy about it. They grow stronger to handle the stress you give them, but they do so in a way that requires you to be patient. Your muscles want comfort. They don't want to deal with more weight, more sets, or anything resembling effort. So when you think you're making progress, your muscles are casually lounging in their comfy chair, deciding whether or not to show up for the next workout. The result, you might be putting in hours, but your body's just taking its sweet time before it actually gets stronger. And yes, this is the eternal struggle of the fitness world. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.